So guys, look at this. This is the first boxing match ever recorded. This was 1894. Look at this. So when you look at old boxing, they have a little bit more time in the clinch, right? Ooh, leading with your face here, the shorter guy. The shorter guy definitely not protecting his face much. Ooh, crazy. The gloves are a little different than the gloves they have now. See, notice that boxing stance, right? You associate that kind of classic boxing stance where their hands are more down. You see that? So it started with a body jab, and the guy's chin's all high. The shorter guy, the guy with less hair, chin's all high, and he's paying for it. And see, a lot of dirty boxing. Look at that chin leading. Oof. Yeah. You can see that boxing's evolved, right? I wonder if they even had that like tight guard that you associate so much with boxing now. You see that? Taller guy definitely winning this match. Head movement too. So I found more footage from this. This was taken by Edison, by the way. So the guy with a lot of hair that just knocked the guy down, he's Gentleman Jim Corbett. So he's the much more skilled guy. And from my understanding, he was like a champion in the 1800s. The other guy, his name is Peter Courtney, the guy whose chin's all high. So this is definitely a mismatch. But again, for the first boxing match ever filmed, this is still amazing. I guess it's also the first mismatch ever filmed, right? Look at Gentleman Corbett on the left going to the body. So yeah, this is probably the full footage. It's amazing that some of this survives.
This is Brenna from Ryoko Matcha, and you're watching Fight Commentary Breakdowns.
Thank you, Brenna, for that intro. If you guys want to see my conversation with her, please go here. Guys, I was not expecting to find boxing footage from the late 1800s. It really shows how long boxing has been around. Now, my question to you guys, I don't have an answer, but this is definitely something worth discussing, is why is Taekwondo, which was created in the 1940s, why was Kyokushin probably created in the 1950s? Why are those considered more traditional martial arts? But boxing, which we see footage of from the 1890s, and it's been around for way longer than that, why is boxing not considered a traditional martial art? What defines a traditional martial art? Is it certain ritual aspects? Is there certain training aspects? Is there certain philosophies? Is it the fact that boxing prior to fitness boxing, cardio boxing, which a lot of these big American cities have created, prior to that, boxing, the purpose was get you into the ring, fight. Maybe that doesn't define it completely as a martial art. I've always considered boxing a martial art. I had people talking smack for years because I called boxing a martial art. If we're going to argue how long boxing's been around, I think boxing qualifies itself to be even a traditional martial art. So you guys let me know, why is boxing not usually regarded as a martial art? I will argue it's a martial art. But on top of that, why is boxing not regarded as a traditional martial art? I think a lot of us now associate traditional martial arts with ineffective, which is not always true. But maybe if we put boxing as a traditional martial art, we can be like, look, this is an example of a very effective traditional martial art. Of course, a lot of wrestling styles are traditional martial arts too. Semantics are very important because if you can't define what you're talking about, you're never going to get on the same page. So a little rant, guys. And that footage was so epic, guys. If you want me to find more epic footage, maybe more epic boxing matches from the 1800s, if they have any more of this, more footage of James Corbett, if we can find, let me know. Guys, let's keep finding stuff.